Electric fuse board, consumer unit, or distribution board. What is it? Why do I need it in my house? Why is my electrician asking me to have one? What is inside? Can it really protect me and my family against electric shock and fire? Even though I have electric fuse board installed in my house, but my socket got burnt. Why? My electric cables in the ceiling, electrician came to investigate and said it's bent out. Why? Why couldn't he save me? There are a lot of questions to be answered, but for this video, as a start, we're going to explain the basic part of the fuse board, and we will do another video to explain more into details. This particular fuse board is a 10-way distribution board. As you can see, and it's the metal type of fuse board. We say 10-way fuse board, being that the black ones, which is the MCB miniature circuit breaker, are 10 in this particular fuse board. You can count them as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on one side, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, which make it 10-way fuse board. So if you hear about 10-way, 12-way, 8-way, 20-way, that is the number of MCB that you have to count to get the number of ways. It is the number of ways of circuit going outside, protecting your house. Right, every fuse board is basically divided into 3 main parts. We have the main switch, which is the red one. Most of the time it is the red. It's red in your fuse board. Most of the time it's red. And that is used in the event of emergency. If you know your house is on fire and there's nothing you can do, before you run out or before you do anything, I would suggest you go straight to where your fuse board is and then turn this one off, which is main switch. As the name implies, is the main switch. When it's off, all the circuit to your house is cut off. Everything is cut off. Your electric is cut off from this point to this point. So you go there and you turn it off. That is why it is very important that if you are living in your house, you should know the location of your fuse board, and it should be always accessible in the event of fire. You don't hide it where you cannot reach. You have to put it where you can easily access it in the event of emergency. So that is the red one. So, and then we have the next one, which is the LCD, and the LCD is that one. LCD is the residual current device. These are switches that trip a circuit under dangerous condition known as earth fault condition and instantly disconnect the electricity. So when it's tripped, it comes down like that, and then it will disconnect the electricity that is connected to this particular one. The LCDs are there to protect you, and in most cases they are supposed to trip within 40 seconds, not 40 minutes or 40 hours. 40 seconds. So within 40 seconds, if there's a fault, which is earth fault, then that device will have to come down to protect you. Just for example, you are in your kitchen and you are using a microwave. The microwave is made, the outer body part is made of metal, and for example, if there's a fault inside which you don't know, and then the live part, which is the dangerous part of the electric, touches the metal case, the metal body of the microwave, this device will instantly go off within 40 seconds. That is why it is very good that you have this in your fuse board to protect you against electric shock. So you don't go there and you don't know what is happening. You just touch your microwave and oops, you get electric shock. It's not supposed to be that. So this device is going to do this job for you, to cut off and protect you. In this particular fuse board, we have two, one on this side and one on the other side. The reason why it's two is that if there's a fault on this side, either one of this side, and the LCD is down, you can, when you reset it, it keep coming down. And for example, if it is in the night, you can't get your electrician there. What are you going to do? Are you going to be in dark? No. That is why we've designed it in such a way that if there's a fault on this side, at least you have something to use, you have the other side to use until you get your electrician there. It's not going to be like emergency, you have to drag your electrician there in the night to come and do a job for you, and then obviously if you get electrician in the night, they're going to charge you more. So this one, you can use it until you get time or until you get the electrician to come and solve the fault on the other side, which is very, very good. And I will recommend that you have this type of fuse board installed in your house if you are building a new house in Ghana, and or if you have your house already and you have the old type of fuses inside which are not really very good, and if there's a fault, it doesn't trip, it doesn't do anything, then having this will really be good for you and your family. Right. And then the next one is this black one, individual one, is as you can see is there is the MCB, which is the miniature circuit breaker. Miniature circuit breaker. What are they doing here? These are automatic protective device, and is the automatic protective device in the fuse board in here that switches off a circuit if they detect an electric fault. There are two types of electric faults that are built in here, that is, this device is meant to protect, and they are short circuit and overload. If there's a short circuit, which is going to be, for example, your live cable touches the neutral, which is the short circuit, then this device is going to cut down and go off like that. That is when the live touches neutral. If in your ceiling there is a cable that is overheating and about to catch fire, obviously in most cases the live will touch the neutral to spark or to create this fire, because they sparking and then zzz, and then it starts burning and then create a fire. So when the live touches the neutral, in that case, this device just trips, and then there will be no power, so there will be no fire, which is really good, no? Yes. So we have this one as a MCB to do that job for you, and then we have this, the same thing is doing the overload. When you're in your house, when you have an overload, you are plugging in a lot of appliances, you are withdrawing a lot of current that your cable is not meant to carry that type of load. The device will just go down saying, hello, I cannot carry this load. Yeah, so don't put it on for me. Yeah, and then it will come down in that case to protect you, to protect the cable, and to prevent the cable from burning. So please have a device that will protect your cable from burning. In most cases, you hear fire is there's a fire in the house, there's a fire in the factory, there's a fire here, just because the cable is burning and there is no device to protect this cable from burning. Okay, so this one, which is MCB, is doing two jobs. You're doing the overload and then the short circuit. Right. But for quickly, I'm going to open it so we see inside. Complete set fuse board. It comes with all the bus bars inside. This is what is called bus bar. It's going to be used here to connect all the loads together. One there, and another one is going to be fixed here, and this one comes with three, so the next one will be spare just in case you mess up with the other ones. Yeah, okay. And inside the fuse board is also something that came with, so that you know what to do. This is, as you can see, Basically what it's saying is this your fuse board, as it's saying, is should be protected by, this fuse board is protected by a device which automatically switch off the supply if an earth fault develops. As I explained to you here, this device is used to protect against an earth fault. So if an earth fault develops, it's tripped, it comes down, and what it's saying is you should test this device, the yellow button, you should test it quarterly. You press the button, and if it's here and then you press the button, it's supposed to come down. If it doesn't come down, then there's a problem with this, the mechanism inside have a problem, and you need to get an electrician to come and check it. So it's good idea, or what you need to do is to just press that and to check the mechanism, to test it, okay? All right, so that is what this fuse board is all about. If you have any question, please send me a message and I will answer the question. Whatever question you have about electric in your house, please just send me a message. Thank you.